So tonight the Panthers play the Capitals and they got Alex Ovechkin, the Great Eight. It's funny because I had a boyfriend. I used to call him the Great Eight once too, but different situation.
We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime!
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Alright, Panther fans, here we go. We got the Capitals tonight. Always my least favorite game to play because since I live in Maryland, I get no Randy and Billy. Although the game was on TNT tonight, so I guess it wouldn't have mattered either way. It's a national game. No lineup changes per Maurice, so that's going to leave everything good to go. It leaves Riley on the ice. Walinska's out. I assume that means also we're going to see Bubba. Now, we need to see good Bubba, not bad Bubba. Bubba, you hear what I'm saying? All right? If you pull that shit again, I'm going to take away your cigars and give them to Stu. What do we need to see tonight? Well, this has been... Stay healthy, all right? So far, so good that way, right? Now, let's get on a little bit of a roll here because we got out of Dodge. We got out of danger. If you've been listening to the members-only podcast, links in the description. $3 a month, Monday through Friday. I have an everyday podcast. If you've been listening to that, you know that I was a little bit concerned about, we're going to play the Sharks here in a little bit, and I did not want to have to play them winless because it kind of looks like the way it taps out, we should probably see Stars at some point during that trip. Don't think it was going to be against the Stars, but you never know. Stars, Sharks, you know what I'm saying. The point is that the Flyers did us a solid. They beat the Sharks. So we don't have to worry about that because the only thing that all winless teams have in common is eventually they win a game. They finally managed to win a game, so we don't have to worry about that. Other than that, ain't a whole hell of a lot to worry about if you're a Panther fan. You're right there. We're really where you would expect to be in terms of placement in the division and the playoff race and all of that while we're missing our guys. Keep doing what we're doing. But could we do it a little bit? Could we not have a heart attack tonight? Huh? How about just a nice, easy 4-2 victory, right? We can let Washington stay close. We get the empty net. Just none of this 3-0, 4-3. All right? Just settle down and play a nice, even game for once. It ain't never going to happen. All right, so it's 2-1 Panthers after 1. Now, right as the end of the period came Kyle on the stream who made a really, really good point. Remember how crappy we felt about being up by 1 the other game when it was 3-2 because we had lost the 3-goal lead? Well, we still lead only by 1, but it feels a lot better, doesn't it? Washington gets the first one, we get 2 back. The goal was, Lundell, nice shot by Lundell, unfortunately, goes right through Bob's legs, and it kind of wasn't a shot. It was a deflection. It was just an unfortunate event. We'll put it that way. But we come back. We look good. All right. Especially the last one. Reinhart. That line is starting to look a little bit better like it did earlier in the season. Reinhart, Barkov, Rodriguez. They did a lot of work, especially Reinhart. Got it to Barkov. Boom. Shoots, puts it in the back of the net. And we got a 2-1 lead. Looked a lot better the last 5 or 6 minutes. The first 7 or 8 minutes, it kind of looked like we were going to give up a bunch of chances. We actually did give up a couple of chances. But so far, so good. Keep doing this. Let's pick up 2. And it's 3-2 Capitals after 2. Now, first of all, I don't understand. I do not understand what happens to this team during the second period. Not only do they immediately look like they can't play at all, but all of the puck luck goes away. All of the bounces go away. That we can't hold the puck in at the line. We can't do anything right in the second period. So we have the momentum. We have the lead. We get a power play. And we give up a shorthanded goal. Okay? Now on that one, the puck kind of got deflected in front. And I'm going to put that one mostly for the most part, on Larson, because what he does was he kind of pulled the neck blade, which is we're on the power play, and he's right at the blue line, and the puck is loose and coming towards him, but there's a Capitals player that's closer to the puck, and instead of playing it safe and smart and start backing up, he comes in to try to get to the puck before the Capitals player does. He was never going to get there first. And then, of course, then once the Capital player gets the puck, he beats Larson down the ice. And a few more things happen. It wasn't just that, but that was the shorthanded goal. And then they get one called back, luckily on an offside. And then not too much longer than that, Riley loses the puck. Well, he doesn't lose the puck at the blue line. He had the puck, and when he tried to clear it to go deeper, he didn't get it deeper. It got intercepted by Capital, and then they come down the ice and they make it 3-2. Now, couple of things here. That was nice. I think I've seen, like Nerful on the stream said, I think I've seen enough of Mike Riley, not that it's his fault, but really we had been pitching shutouts and not allowing a whole lot of goals when it was Mahura Balinskis, and I know I was a little bit critical of that pair, but this ain't any better. This is he's not giving us any reason to keep him on the ice versus the way it already was. Tom Wilson is a problem, okay? Now, I know you guys want me to let it go that we don't have Gudis anymore, and I understand the monetary reasons and all of that, but Bubba still's getting run into. Okay, Wilson's out there hitting people. You saw him basically swing his leg at E2 Luosterainen and knock him on his ass for no call. It was so obvious, even the TNT national commentators were wondering how come there was no call. And we have no answer. Nobody even goes up to him and gives him a face wash. Absolutely nothing. That's got to change. I talked about this in the podcast a couple of times here. I know Gudis is gone. Somebody has to do something. We cannot just allow these guys to take runs at our players, because eventually they're going to hurt somebody. Luosterainen could have been hurt bad by Wilson. Wilson was falling down. Luosterainen was going to get away with him, away with the puck. So he just takes him out by swinging his leg, hitting Luosterainen's leg. Bad move. Should have easily been 2 minutes, if not more. Nothing gets called, and the Panthers don't do anything about it. More than the score of the game, more than the second period stuff, that crap needs to be dealt with. Somebody on this roster needs to decide that even if I get my ass kicked, I'm going to go up and I'm going to confront Wilson about this garbage that he's doing on the ice. That said, hopefully we can pull another Cardiac Cats, Comeback Cats, Magical Rainbow Unicorn out of our ass and get 2 points.
We are going to overtime!
All right. Oh, you know what we haven't done? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 points! Yes! Ho-ho! I don't even care how it looks. That was fun. That was an actual fun game. We got behind, we took the lead, we lost the lead, we got behind, and then we end up holding on to it, take that sucker all the way to overtime. 15 seconds into overtime. Rodriguez makes a beautiful outlet pass to Barkov, who sends the puck a million miles down the ice, completely across the ice, over to Reinhart, who makes a move that just makes you smile, right? I mean, he just drags and lifts the puck, and 15 seconds into overtime, we get big, fat, beautiful 2 points. Oh, man. And why was those 2 points beautiful? Not just because we had 98 people on the stream by the end of the stream. By the way, holy hell in a handbasket. Thank you all. Tons of super chats, tons of people on the stream. I am tickled pink by how that's going. Not just that, but again, no Bennett, no Ekblad, no Montour. Clearly not a night where we had our best anything, and you're banking 2 points at a time, okay? And don't look at the standings, because I don't think anybody really would have anticipated that this is where we would be, missing all three of those guys. Maybe with Bennett on the ice, we felt like we're a top 3 team. But, I mean, we're in good shape. We are in really, really good shape right now, considering what's coming. You know what I mean? So, what did we see on the ice tonight? That top line, those guys. Now, I don't know if it was because Markov had a little bit of residual still being sick. Remember, Rodriguez had a little injury going there. But all of a sudden, those 3 guys look like their asses are on fire right now. Never break them up, and please, Bill, I know you watched the videos, okay? It's okay, you can admit it. You watched the video, you called Calgary, you gave him my trade offer, that's fine. I'm telling you, make sure you sign Sam Reinhart, okay? That's one dude you have to do it. Find a way, okay? Find a way to get it done. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't care who has to go, but find a way to make it happen, okay? Because he's just too important to this team, too good of a hockey player. Second line looked pretty decent tonight. Like I said, Lundell had a nice goal. Unfortunately, it was into the wrong net, so that kind of sucked. But that's okay. There was a little bit of everything tonight. We scored an own goal. We allowed a shorthanded goal. Capitals had a goal called back because of like a mini-me of offsides, but that was karma because Tom Wilson tried to decapitate Luosterainen's legs right before that, so we're even there. Now, I know some fans were thinking about that. I think Forsling should have been called for hooking or something right there with like 10 seconds left. I'll be straight. I didn't see it because I was on Twitter putting Matthias, we are going to overtime on Twitter. Kyle says he kind of thinks Forsling got away with one, but right before Riley got called for cross-checking his man into the net, Verhaeghe got high-sticked and there was no call. So even Steven, I don't think the refs had anything to do with the outcome of this game. Once you get it to overtime, it's about the skill players. And I'm just fine if we just play every game. Can we just start in overtime? I mean, seriously. Just start every game in overtime and we go 82-0 if we had 82 games left. Fourth line continues to look good. Defensively was not our best night. The last 2 games have not been our best. Now, I'm not blaming Riley. I want to be clear. I'm not blaming Riley. But since we took Balinskis out and put Riley in, the defense does not look good as a whole, even when Riley's not on the ice. So I don't know. Maybe he's got bad juju. I don't know what it is. But we need to put Balinskis back there because we were pitching shutouts and not really allowing a lot of goals. And then we had one bad night, so Maurice made this change to Riley. And I get the point where he's maybe a little bit more offensive, but a bad giveaway that led to a goal and a bad penalty late in the game, that's 2 no-nos, okay? We don't need to give him 3 strikes. Now when we've got like a million other guys that could play with Balinskis and Kiersted and Carlson and who the hell else knows that we have. We don't have Ludwig anymore. We lost him. You guys know about that. So, I mean, I don't want to say, I'm afraid to say I feel good. Because every time I say I feel good, we lose a game. So I got to be pissed about something. So what can I be pissed at? Stop running into Bob. That's what we'll talk about. I got to bitch about something or else we're going to lose a game. I'm sorry. Okay? So this thing with Bob getting run into and Luosterainen getting run into like that. Now, it's settled down in the third period. And I know that Ryan Lomberg fighting Tom Wilson is probably not a spectacular idea. I grasp that. I really, really do, okay? But somebody's got to do something, and I don't want it to be Chuck. Which, by the way, we came up with a new name for him on the stream tonight. I kind of got half of one name and half of the other name out, and I started calling him Kachuk. I don't know. It ain't gonna stick. But anyway, I don't want to. He's not gonna be fighting. Now, the one thing I talked about in the podcast was this guy Godovich that we got, 6'2", 209, big guy. Now, he wasn't ready. He was hurt. Now he's in the AHL doing a conditioning stint. I don't know enough about him, but I wonder if that's the guy that Zito got in to put him on the ice to maybe get physical with some of these guys who are clearly taking liberties with our players because Gudis is not around to lay the big hit even. Forget the fighting part. It's just the physical part. We're not being physical. And I get it. I'm okay with it. Beginning of the year, I wasn't all that happy with it. But now, if we can keep banking 2 points, playing like this, and not beating ourselves up, getting physical, every game we can get 2 points without having to bust our shoulders on the other players, we're good. Okay? Because, you know, what do you think happened last year? Okay? Now, Chucky took the hit. That was his sternum. How do you think Montour and Ekblad, you know, had those hurt shoulders? Okay? Why do you think Bennett's always hurt, right? Can't play 82 games of beating the crap out of the other team. So the fact that we're winning games like this, when we basically look good for about 5 minutes every night, the rest of the night, we kind of look like ass, and we're still winning, no complaints. Oh, and by the way, you know what that means. That's 4 games straight now. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, all right. Get a big, nice, oh, so beautiful. So, because some of these games, like I'm sure Washington is in their locker room right now thinking, how the hell we lose that game? Because they had a lot of good chances. That's the only complaint, really. And I'm not blaming Riley, but it's like every once in a while we get into this, we're giving up some really good chances. Some really good chances. Bob made some good saves. We get a little bit of puck luck. Puck doesn't go in the back of the net every time. And somehow we just keep winning games. And it's a beautiful thing. So, all right. Once again, thank you all for coming out to the stream. 98 people on the stream by the end of the game. That's like what we were getting for the playoffs last year. So I don't know what's going on, but I like it. I appreciate every single one of you coming out. We had a ton of super chats, people gifting memberships, having a party. We're wearing the rally caps. It's just beautiful. So tomorrow morning, Stu and I will be live for the members and the Patreon supporters. Those links are in the description. $3 a month. We do the little reviews live the day after the games at 8 o'clock in the morning. I also do a Monday through Friday podcast for the members and Patreon supporters. So, that about it? I think that's about it. All right, going to get this up and out. Kyle is, we were streaming so long, he's moved on to the Kings versus the Vegas Knights. So, is what it is. Panthers, big, juicy 2.